Come satisfy your appetite for wealth with baking profits. Now, here's your hosts, Mike and Brad.
Welcome everybody to the first bite-sized episode of Baking Profits. We're your host, Mike, aka DeFi Donut.
And I'm Brad, aka the Bread Maker.
And today we really wanted to introduce everybody to our micro-sized episodes where hopefully we'll be providing a shorter episode that touches on some items that we didn't get a chance to discuss during our longer form conversations. Now, these will hopefully range to be about 10 to 20 minutes long and will be released every other week so that going forward, Baking Profits will have an episode released each week. If you'd like to, you can always follow the crumbs on our socials, at Baking Profits, at BreadBytes, at The Bread Maker, at DeFi Donut. All right, for those of you who don't know, Brad and I created BreadBytes about a year ago with the goal to help other people save time, money, and hopefully make money at the same time. Now, the two of us have a decade of experience trading, and we wanted to leverage that into something that we could provide as a service, and thus we created our BreadBot trading strategies. Now, this has been a pretty interesting journey so far. I mean, to put it in perspective, when we launched our first trading bot, I believe Ethereum was around, 1870?
Yeah, about right.
Yeah, and so in today, Ethereum is basically 1870. So when we look at that side by side, it doesn't seem like much happened, but I think a lot has happened. I mean, the most eye-opening thing is that Ethereum dropped almost 100% and then simultaneously recovered 100%. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild to think about. I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of peak crypto for us. It's the price a year ago is basically the same as the price now, yet some people could have lost 100% or gained 100% within that year's time. So it just goes to show, how much has taken place over the past year and, all the different things that have happened. You got to think about it. The Ethereum merge happened back in September of last year. We had the crazy FTX situation, which just obliterated the markets, obliterated the volatility and the volume within the markets. We had all these exchanges forcing KYC requirements and the US and the SEC kind of tightening things and locking things down, a good bit more. They've intervened a lot in the crypto space in the past year. We've recently had these BlackRock ETFs come out, or plans to come out with different set of crypto coins, built into an ETF, which people will be able to trade. We've had SEC lawsuits. We've had all kinds of liquidity drains as per usual in the crypto markets. And there's probably a bunch of other things that happened throughout this last year as well. So although price has stayed relatively the same, at the end of the day, there's been a ton of things that have taken place in the past 12 months.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like there's definitely been a shift in crypto this past year. And I feel like we kind of have to recognize that as well. And in order for us to provide that passive income, like that true passive, long-term, successful passive income, we have to make that shift also. So I know that kind of leads into what we want to announce and what we want to talk about. But yeah, today we're really excited to share an important announcement that recently happened regarding our BreadBot, trading strategies. We've completely redesigned our pricing model, and the whole idea was to help all of our users get one step closer to that passive income. So I know we have two big changes. You want to talk about the bread basket?
Yeah, so the first thing that we did was with our pricing strategy is we realized that, I think diversification is really key, whether it's trading in general or trading bots, algorithms, whatever it may be. Having that diversification is key. And so what we've built is what we call a bread basket bundle, and that includes cinnamon toast, shortbread, and cosmic cupcake all enwrapped in one bundle. So a user can now pay a flat fee of $74.99 and they can gain access to all three of our strategies. This is a significant discount from what we were charging prior to. Essentially, if you were using more than one strategy, it's cheaper for you to get the bundle than it would be for you to run even two of the strategies simultaneously. So, I think our goal here is to try and kind of change and shift with market conditions. And we've always done things a little bit differently and thought a little bit outside the box. And this is another, instance of us doing that. But I think the ETF style bundle is just more beneficial for the user as you get, as a user, more diversification within our ecosystem of strategies. And you're not as reliant on one specific strategy to kind of carry the load, and maybe that strategy doesn't perform well one month. Instead of your account potentially being in the hole for that month, you could potentially have all three strategies and maybe two of them do really well and one of them does poorly. And at the end of the month, you could end yourself with net profitability. And that's our goal with our pricing structure, is to help get people to be consistently profitable month over month. And I think this ETF style design and, having multiple strategies in one and the diversification can really lend itself to that.
Yeah, and I think that when people are looking at their strategy's performance, it's going to help them mentally feel better about the process as well. I mean, the performance will be the same if you've subscribed to, 3 bots before and you're on the breadbasket bundle. Nothing has really changed except the cost of the subscription. But I think for everybody who was just in that single bot, for example, if you're in Cosmic Cupcake, you've gone on a wild ride. And it would have been nice to have Cinnamon Toast take a couple of those wins where Cosmic had taken some losses. So I think having them all together, it's going to overall improve, not only the morale of the community, but I think it's going to improve like the psychological aspect of it. It's going to make people feel better about, taking some of those losses. And I know we talk all the time like, hey, this should be passive income, but people watch these charts and they watch these botched trades, and it can be a little, it can suck when you're looking at that trade and you're in negative, and you just kind of have to accept that because you want to trust the process and trust the bot. And of course, as a trader, you're always going to take losses. So it's always good to diversify and not put all your eggs in one basket. So having that bread basket rather, and getting all of those strategies, you're going to take some losses, but you're also going to take wins with those losses. This can hopefully help offset and produce a better overall performance long term.
Agreed.
So I know that's not the only announcement that we have going on. We actually introduced a second pricing model, which happens to be a pretty popular one. We launched it a couple of weeks ago, and this one is our gluten-free model. And we feel like, we have found a pretty solid solution that works for just about everybody. And as a result, we've just completely overhauled our pricing structures where essentially, yes, you can get the bread basket bundle, or you can get all of our strategies for free by signing up with our exchange referral link. And so I think the reason behind this move was really because we recognize that for a lot of people, especially the ones that aren't trading those high dollar figures, it can be very challenging to stay profitable month over month when you have so many fees involved. Subscription fees, exchange fees, trading fees. And again, the psychology of it is that, if you are paying all of these fees and it's eating away that profit, you're not feeling good about trading. You're not feeling good about the bots or the strategies, even though the strategies are performing and are successful. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to completely change the game. Once again, we were, first to market, first to think about this innovative way of trying to help our users out. So I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it too. It's been well received for this first couple weeks. We've onboarded a lot of people to it. And I think, one of the other big things you got to think about is, especially when it comes to the people that are trading higher dollar figures versus lower dollar figures, you got to think, someone that's trading with $5,000, that $79.99 or $85 a month for a subscription is much less impactful to them than it may be for someone that's trading $500 a month. Someone that's trading $500 a month or even $1,000 a month, they essentially need to generate at least 10% in returns to even potentially break even on their dollar figure. Whereas, someone that's trading $5,000, it might be only a couple of percentage points that they need in a month to break even. So I think the gluten-free strategy caters to both audiences, really. It caters to anybody that's interested, but I think offering that free option is, great for our user base, and it's a win-win for everybody. Essentially, the user is getting a significant discount on what their costs are on a monthly basis and has a higher probability of consistently being profitable from the strategies. And for our end, we're basically pushing the cost from the user to the exchange. As a user, if you sign up for our referral through our referral links, we'll get a little bit of a kickback from the commission from the trading volume that you do. And so that is going to kind of hopefully work itself out where it's kind of covering the, monthly subscription costs. So we're still getting paid for the time and the effort and the work that we put in, and the user is benefiting on their end by not having to pay for a subscription. So the process is pretty simple to sign up. We created a website called breadbytes.com/referral. It has the referral links. Currently, we have 5 exchanges that support this process. It's BitGet, Bybit, BingX, Apex, and KuCoin. And if you use one of those exchanges or want to use one of those exchanges, you can sign up for an account with a referral link and then fill out the form on our website, and then we'll get you set up with all 3 of our strategies at no cost to you. And you'll also receive 10% discount on your trading fees by using this. So you're also getting a discount on your trading fees while also, erasing the charge for your subscription. So Really the only difference between the gluten-free bundle and our bread basket bundle is the fact that one is paid and one is not. And the reason we have that is because there are some people that either don't want to use the referral link or aren't comfortable or interested in using one of the 5 exchanges that we support. So we still gave, those people a significant discount on their strategies. But if you're interested in using any of those exchanges that I just mentioned, you can go to the website and you have the ability to go ahead and sign up, and then you'll get those strategies at no cost to you. So I'm really excited to see what this looks like over the next few months. It's been really well received for the first couple weeks, and I'm just excited to see how we progress going forward.
Absolutely. I am super stoked by it. I think adding that 10% off trading fees is a, cherry on top situation. So not only are you now going to get all of our strategies for free, but you're actually going to be saving money on your trading fees. So again, we circle all the way back to our original, BreadBytes company motto. We want to make people money, save people money, and we want to save people time. And hopefully our BreadBots will make people that money, and hopefully people will save money through the, exchange fees. And hopefully people will start treating these bots a little bit more passively and not actively. And that way, they'll be able to save some time, go enjoy some good R&R. So yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, this was a MicroByte, and hopefully we'll have some more for you in the coming days. And again, we'll see you all next week.
Have a good one. Thanks.